Alright, alright, hey, what's up guys? We are going to be watching mizkif not being done with tectone yet. He's gonna talk about the transcript that his agent has bring to the table for us. Now I don't have internet still at the moment, so we have to react to it like this. And I haven't watched this yet, I just have to take my word on it.
Interesting today that no one said anything on Twitch, from what I saw, about tectone. Very few people even talked about it, and so many people that were very close to tectone, despite there being 7,700 posts about it, haven't said anything about it today. We're gonna watch a quick 1 hour video on tectone. Apparently, and I quote, he hates this fucking video. So why don't we watch it, chat, before we get into all the bullshit, okay?
Tectone, a streamer with close to 1 million subscribers on both YouTube and Twitch, has spent the past year embroiled in a assault scandal with his ex-girlfriend, and while facing these serious allegations, it was discovered that his father, who he had brought on streams and podcasts, was one of the most infamous in U.S. military history. The absurdity of the situation piqued my interest, and after putting together a timeline of events and testimony, what I found was a man willing to lie, deceive, and manipulate those around him. Sourcing court documents I found, I believe this video will offer an exclusive look into what has really been going on with tectone, and it is not good. Is he guilty? Well, by the end of the video, you will at least have some clarity as to how we got here. But you know what they say, like father, like son.
I don't know what happens, bro. Just bad follows me like the plague.
Alright, we are 1 minute and 7 seconds in. Let me pause to see that the audio is working fine and everything like that. Okay, so I won't be able to talk over the video meanwhile it plays. Let me make sure the audio is back down to this amount. Right,
say, like father, like son.
I don't know what happens, bro. Just bad follows me like the plague. You take my trash out?
Yes.
And why are you doing that?
Because tectone is the breadwinner. He makes the money.
No, it's because you're a
Responsible human being.
That's like saying you're gonna make but not have the money shot. It ain't if there ain't a money shot. She looks real submissive and looks like, in the words of Halsey, I can take a pounding.
She was going to do something much worse, so bad it would have ruined all of our lives. I'm not going to say what it was that she was doing, but it was so horrific it would have ruined all of our lives.
Oh, girls.
So to give you guys context of this moment right here, Pink. This is when Pink was dating tectone, and this was when Pink was under the illusion that Freem, who was tectone's first, not girlfriend, wife of 10 years, was a horrible woman who was convicted, who was saying that tectone was a rape and tectone was a vile human being, and they settled out of court and they have an NDA now. So she was under the illusion that Freem was a terrible, terrible person.
Yeah, she was manipulated. I wonder how you made a 1 hour reaction video into a 35-minute video. That I couldn't do that.
Yes, 10 years.
My video became a 2 hour video.
Of a wife, was a terrible, terrible person, and that's why she's saying in this moment that Freem is a bad woman. She doesn't understand and doesn't know because tectone didn't tell her the truth.
So bad it would have ruined all of our lives. I'm not going to say what it was.
Yeah, that's the thing with tectone, man. Like, for the time that I follow tectone, like, if you can't follow his word alone, like, he's just gonna tell you his part while conveniently leaving out the entire story, and the entire story more often than not paint the picture into a totally different light than what you heard it from tectone.
Oh, girls don't like crazy guys.
They like abusive guys.
Well,
It will never not be the hottest thing ever when a thick female has a in their mouth. Am I gonna get canceled over this? No.
I don't know.
You want to know why? Because I don't have secrets.
Tectone is a streamer is best known for playing and promoting gacha games like Genshin Impact, which from what I can tell is essentially like gambling for children, as these sorts of companies generate revenue
Yes, gambling.
from users gambling on pulls to get an endless supply of sought-after characters and items. Tectone would eventually host the Steak and Eggs podcast with Osmongold and Emaru. Before we can get to the absurdities of epigenetic, we need to go back to August of 2022, when Tectone's then wife Freem left him.
You've been losing weight. Do I look different than when I first started Camp Canoe?
Yeah.
Because I'm bald?
Because your face.
Abusive relationship.
That's why I'm leaving.
Okay, I don't like.
He immediately tries to grab her like, okay, wait, Bro, you know Tectone had it in the back of his head when she said that too. Like, you don't just say that when someone punches you and go, abusive relationship. Like, they had talks about it off stream, and he was like, oh god.
Abusive relationship.
That's why I'm leaving.
Okay, I don't like this joke anymore.
I didn't pick that up the first time, and with the context, I can see why. Like, context is really important. Like, for my Genshin Impact players, take for example, Notcry's recent story, the 6.3 one, where when Columbina passed us the first time, we thought it was because she passed through us, why we saw, why we called out her name, but it was in the next one, it was because she touched us in that domain area where we turn around. So context is very important.
I don't like this joke. Frig, I'll give you a hug.
Bro, look how standoffish she is.
Freem, it really looks like she does not want him hugging her.
Oh my god, that's so cringe. Oh my god, ew, Tectone, ew. Ew, she does not want that.
From the body language of Freem, it really looks like she does not want him hugging her.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. I have a hug back. The pound in the back feels very father-son-ish. Thank you.
Earlier, Tectone would explain to his stream that he had been hurting his wife for a very long
Can I have a hug back, please? Oh my god.
time, with pretty poor explanations, all while Freem was packing her things to leave him.
I want to get this announcement out of the way beforehand. I've heard that I have been hurting someone. I've been hurting someone that I care a lot about. Sometimes, Chad, caring too much is not good. It's really not. Sometimes you can mean well, but still cause, I guess, overbearingness to the people who you care about. Because we've been together since we were so young, we formed a very bad codependency for one another.
That's not why.
Sometimes when Freem isn't in the house,
don't believe his lies.
I can't function as a human
That's not why
being
she left.
at all.
That's not why she left.
Because it got to a point where I didn't really know the difference of who I was and who Freem was, and when Freem wasn't around me, I didn't feel like a complete human being. And during that process, I hurt my wife.
I understand. Like, I understand the relationship like that. But I don't know if that was the case for you, Tectone. I wasn't in your relationships. I don't know how it was before, but like, I'm not sure, man.
Because she was overworked, and y'all know that. It's even a meme. It's even a meme. Me yelling Freem. Freem! Sprinting over here. And so I've been hurting. I stopped seeing her as a different person. I saw her as myself. And I asked her to do too much. I asked her to help me too much. And Freem was also hurting me in a way where she wouldn't communicate with me because she was afraid due to her past relationships. But what I realized is a little bit too late, is that Freem is not me. And just because I'm okay with creating content 24/7 does not mean that my wife.
I don't think that's a Tectone mentality. Like, I'm not even sure it's a Tectone mentality, but like, everybody's just gonna see the world from their perspective. They're never gonna. It takes a lot to like take a step back and see the world from somebody else's perspective. It's like you are the star of your own show, so you'll be selfish and only think about yourself and how others can benefit you rather than thinking about the other person and what they're going through or what they want to do and stuff like that. It's very easy to get yourself into that position. And Tectone, being who he is, like very self-centered, obviously he's gonna get caught in that.
Would be okay with that. I thought you were getting divorced. Same.
They would divorce only 4 months later for it, and Tectone would start a relationship with Twitch streamer and only Pink Chew.
But yeah, Ping is one of the best people I've ever met. She's
right after being married for 10 years.
That's what I was about to say, man. Yeah, you don't go into a relationship right after another relationship just end. You do not do that. Never do that. Take some time to enjoy being single first and then go into a relationship only if you're 100% confident that you can see yourself with that person for the rest of your life. Then again, people don't really value marriage anymore and things like that. They just date for dating purposes. So who am I to give you a lecture on that? People don't fall in love to be loved again. People fall in love to... I'm not going to go into that. That's right.
Tectone immediately gets in a relationship with Pink Jew.
Ever done anything wrong? A amazing human being.
People would continue to question if Tectone was abusive. And
I want to give fucking hearts in chat for Pink Jew. I really do. I have heard her for hours talking about stuff and talking to me. And the fact that I seriously appreciate this fucking girl for having the balls to go after Tectone and doing this shit.
You know what would be really funny? If mizkif start dating Pink Jew, that would be... that would probably piss off Tectone so much.
Despite the fact that the fucking internet wouldn't listen to her because she has... The fact that people wouldn't listen to her, would continue to platform this guy.
And then it would be even crazier if, like, it turns out that mizkif abused her, and then they talk about how mizkif is actually abused her or something like that. I'm not sure about the allegations with mizkif. It's way more gray area compared to Tectone. I'm looking into it. I've heard that there's a lot of bad things he's done, so I'm looking into it. I can't make my judgment on it completely because, like, this is a content creator I never follow before, or I never look into a situation, so I only know about Tectone. I don't know about the demons in this guy's closet. I will look into it.
I am continue to treat him like he's a good person. You actually stood up for yourself, stayed silent, wait 2 years waiting for court, and you finally got the justice you deserved. You deserve everything you got, and I'm proud of her for fucking doing it. She had 1 lawyer, they had 5, and she won. 5.
How do I deal with them? I love him.
Don't touch me.
I'm patient.
No, you're not. You're like the most impatient, moody I've ever met.
I'm patient when it comes to you.
Freem, I carry our marriage, and you know that. Freem, you know.
You see that right there, what I was talking about? See, I carry our marriage, and you know that. It's like a self of entitlement.
Know that.
I think we have a pretty 50-50 marriage.
You're high.
Tectone gives the game away in this clip for being a wholly unlikable tool and what's
You're high. I'm not saying you don't help, but you think it's 50-50? Explain.
Fun fact, I think this is the first video because the person that told me to react to this video, the shamoo video, they told me to react to the second one. I don't have to react to the first one. So I never watched the first one. This is the first one.
I mean, okay.
I would unironically say I'm probably one of the best husbands on planet Earth.
You're a very good husband.
No. I wouldn't say very good. I would say one of the best.
I'm just saying, like, you carry
Man doesn't love to stroke his ego, man.
in social aspects, I carry in the back end tech stuff. And I feel like together we make a good team.
Yeah, that is true. She handled the behind the scenes, and this is the lead main character. Like, everybody's very valuable within the team, but Tectone doesn't want to take all the credit.
But marriage, dude, I am the conflict resolution god.
Yeah, you are.
I can't wait till you see what I have today.
100% you are.
I am the greatest shoulder to cry on. I am the greatest consoler. I
can't wait to show you what I have today.
Everything, the romantic shit I do is crazy.
I never said that you were.
But you never said that I was.
Okay, you are an incredible husband.
How accommodating I've been is insane.
He's really channeling that inner narcissistic sassy gay man to tell his then wife that she isn't worth anything. He's the best guy ever.
How accommodating I've been is insane. Why are you not saying anything?
I'm saying, yes, I agree. Of course.
So for like marriages and emotions and understanding and communication, I would say I do about 90% of that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sure.
God, yeah, you don't shut up.
Okay, there we go.
Yep, I was literally gonna say she's stress picking because she's trying to zone out.
For me, it's like when you encounter somebody that's like full of ego and like you just want them to shut up. You just say, yeah, sure, buddy. Yeah, sure. You're right. Even though you know they're wrong, you're like, yeah, you're right. Just to make them shut up. And it just continue going and going and going.
You could tell Freem here is trying to disassociate because Tectone just doesn't shut the fuck up and shits on him.
Majority of marriages.
When this car clip resurfaced online, Tectone went to sweep it up directly. But specifically what I find interesting
minus 2.5k likes.
We pretty much had to get it.
Our marriage was good for 8 years, but bad for the last 2. It was getting to the point where we were both resented each other. Content creating took a toll on both of our mentals and changed. We, us, they, here, no. You got fucking served in court, and you know it's so bad that you had an NDA on her, and you have an NDA, and you can't talk about it because you don't want to talk about it.
You know the worst part about it? You remember the video before where they say that what happened to Pinkchu said that what happened to Freen was even worse. This is why the NDA is out. Like, I don't even know what. That must be some crazy stuff.
You gave her $30,000 because you know that you were such an abusive fucking husband that you want to make sure no one knows about it.
Force to save our friendship, which worked and was definitely for the better.
Like, put that into perspective. Nobody knows about what happened with the other case, and the other case was worse.
You may not realize it yet, but this is just an outright manipulative lie by Tectone, something I will explain in more depth shortly. Tectone would further present this narrative that everything was all good on stream.
Also, you gotta understand, like, Frame doesn't like when people paint me as a villain, right? Because it kind of just, like, decredits our entire marriage, right? Like, a couple of bad moments doesn't ruin 10 years, you know what I mean? I just really want Frame to be able to get out of the public eye. That's all I want.
Sure you do.
And please, God, nobody clip this, please. It's just very hard for me to talk about Frame because she was my wife for a very long time, and I don't like remembering how ugly the end of our marriage got. My life's going in a great direction, and that's the only reason why it hurts. And that's the only reason why it's scary. Am I gonna get canceled over this? No. You wanna know why? Because I don't have secrets. The last 2 years
Says the man with the NDA.
were really rough. It was really rough. Now, the shit that I would do with Frame, the icky shit I would do with Frame, that wasn't good, right? I'm probably gonna delete this VOD after this stream. But holy dude, my friends can't even react to me without it being a hate thread. It's crazy. It's crazy. Sorry.
After a back and forth on Twitter about Freem being free from Tectone occurred, Freem would clarify the situation with, quote, "Since some think this is playful banter, it's not. We are not on good terms, by the way." But
yeah, dude, Tectone, I remember when this tweet went out.
Sorry.
After a back and forth on Twitter about Freem being...
This was a post about my donathon being over, by the way. Tectone said thank you to try to clarify, and she ratios him and says, "I've been free of you for months."
Being free from Tectone occurred, Freem would clarify the situation with, quote, "Since some think this is playful banter, it's not. We are not on good terms, by the way. But this is between me, him, and our lawyers. Sorry for not wanting to talk about my personal life online. Some things just shouldn't be used for content." Discord DMs were sent to Tectone and Pink of Freem posting screenshots of a bra being purchased on Amazon from Tectone's account well prior to his divorce, and then Pichu wearing it at a...
I should have watched that video. This is more context. So Tectone was like, that explains why he went into the other relationship so fast, because he was already in the
later date. Freem also still had access to this.
He was already in the DMs of Pinkchu, sending their stuff. That doesn't look good. That's why she cheated on you, because you were doing it. You got caught, man.
Security cameras and posted pictures of Pinkchu coming in and out of Tectone's house.
Ooh, so even brought her it. Oh my God. So what happened is that while Tectone and Freem were still married, Tectone was not only involved with Pinkchu, buying her stuff, like bra and stuff like that, and bringing her over for like let's say coffee. That's not good, man. Like, bro, motels are not that expensive, man. You have to be able to cover your tracks better than that.
This was on a date where Freem was supposed to be with Tectone for Christmas. Because of these new posts, Tectone and his new girlfriend would strike back at Freem viciously. I want to jump ahead and let everyone know that Pink has since stated that she was used as a pawn by Tectone to attack his ex-wife, Freem, that he convinced her and told her to do everything that's about to happen. Regardless of the merit of these claims, you cannot convince me that Tectone was not aware of what his current girlfriend was about to levy at his ex-wife. Keep this in mind for what's about to come next. Tectone's current girlfriend, Pink, would post the Discord DMs of Freem and respond with, quote, "This woman is a criminal and has caused me so much anxiety and distress the last year, I needed to take a break. She spied on me with cameras, even private moments, and shared it with my colleagues and friends illegally. Without knowing her, she spread rumors about me, tried to ruin my career and friendships. I didn't go to the police in fear of what she would do because she is completely obsessed with me and is unhinged." Freem would respond to Pink with, quote, "Have your lawyers reach out to mine." Tex had their info for months. Pink would then start a live stream attacking Freem and announcing she had gone to the police to press charges on Freem for revenge. What you're about to see was all planned, and Tectone would actually raid Pink's stream prior to her starting.
Tectone's ex-wife
That doesn't look good, bro.
has been stalking and harassing me and Tectone for over a year now. She has not left
It all makes sense now. Like, with the context we have right now, everything makes so much sense.
us alone. She has stalked bank statements, internet history, was spying on me when I came to visit Techie because I guess she originally was spying on Techie, and spread revenge of footage that is considered revenge to people from the cameras as well. I have gone to the police. Here is a police report. I try to clear up as much as I can. I have a police report. The cops are doing their thing. I'm not going to get into the specifics about the revenge. And yes, her spreading revenge is sexual harassment if she doesn't want to believe it. I thought she was going to make the video that she took of me public. So I called her out. That was the first thing, because I was scared she was going to start a public narrative.
Why is she blaming Freem when it's Tectone? Because she doesn't know. Because she's being manipulated by Tectone, because Tectone is a very manipulative guy, and he's manipulating her, who doesn't know anything, into thinking that Freem is sharing the screenshots and pictures of the garage and everything else, sharing screenshots and doing all these things and spreading sex stuff and sexually.
Yeah, I believe that. Like, look at it this way. Like, the way he handles relationship is kind of a dead son giveaway. Like, to think your friends are, if you agree with me, you're my friend. If you disagree with me or you call me out on something that I was in the wrong on, it's not that I'm wrong, it's that you're jealous of me, so you are no longer my friend, Mtash. It's you're not agreeing with me, Mr. Pokey, hence you're no longer my friend, Mr. Pokey. It's he wants a bunch of yes man around him, like Saint Tontas, that even if he sees the bullshit, he will never ever call out anything that Tectone say, and he always say, "Yes, Tectone, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right." Tectone must be a horrible boss to work with if he was inside any kind of company or anything like that. Because if he's a boss and he comes up to you and he tell you how to do your job, and you know from your training that this is not the correct way to do it, and you tell the boss that, "Hey, boss Tectone, like, bro, I understand, but like this legally is not the right way to do it, and it will cause problem and make the machine get destroyed." You're screwed, because the boss Tectone is gonna fire you for disagreeing with him, or you're gonna continue to do what he says. Then the machine will get destroyed, and then he'll blame you for getting it destroyed and say, "Why didn't you tell me that that was gonna happen?" You kind of see what I'm saying? It's a lose-lose situation. It's an abusive relationship, 100%. Like, Tectone this is not looking good.
Harassing her. He purposely did this. This was all planned by Tectone to have his new girlfriend try to ruin her life.
Against me. She has ruined Tectone's image.
Are you starting to notice some things? Pink later said that there was no revenge. So who was telling her that there was? She also tries to run narrative for Tectone. She even brings up the...
Oh. So what Freen had was just the camera footage of them pulling up. But Tectone probably will use it as like she has video of them having sex. So that means they had sex. And So that means it's confirmed that they did. They did.
Divorce court papers.
Is she a little kid or something? Someone said. Listen, she didn't know and didn't understand the situation. This is just for a few months, and you're gonna see the reality of when she realizes and what happens. Okay?
Tectone canceled plans with Freem is
Not that that
because
really matters.
I was a new friend to Tectone. Tectone had talked to me about the mental abuse he went through with her.
No, I'm not autistic.
He confided in me all the abuse he was dealing with.
I see where this is going. So you talk to a girl, right? You tell her that like I'm in a relationship, but it's not going good. All these things happen to me. I don't like it. So you can get some sympathy sex from Pink Chew, and then you try to build a bond with that.
The cheating and how hurt he was. And I told him, I don't feel comfortable meeting her. I don't want to know this person. I feel very uncomfortable. I think you should maybe take a step back.
Tectone is smart. Tectone makes sure that the relationship is messed up from the start so that new girlfriend can contact old girlfriend for old girlfriend to tell new girlfriend what happened in the relationship. So new girlfriend only gonna find out after the relationship or has already kicked off. And currently right now it's probably happening to the third girlfriend right now.
And maybe get some help and think about, what has happened.
That's the most thing I'm worried about in this situation is what is happening to the third girlfriend.
Because I felt bad. Like, he still had empathy for her, even after getting cheated on, even after a lot of stuff she did to him.
Reached out to Tectone to get his side of the story in any context I could.
Yeah, right.
At first he said he was happy to answer any questions until he realized how meticulously I had gone through everything. I asked him what the allegations were that Pink mentioned were going to ruin all of their lives, not letting him know I already had the court documents proving what they were. And he lied to me. He said, quote, "No allegations were going to be made against me. This was between her and another woman."
Oh my God, he just lied. He just full on lied. Oh my God, what a loser. Oh, he just fucking fully lied to this dude. Good job, Tectone. You fully lied. If that doesn't prove what the fuck kind of person he is, then what does?
Provably a lie.
It was so horrific, it would have ruined all of our lives.
Freem would respond to all this with, "I'm well aware of the many lies that continue to be said about me, my relationships, and my alleged actions. As social media isn't the appropriate forum to address legal matters, I'll just say that neither I nor my attorney has heard from anyone about actually resolving this matter. I won't be commenting on this further. He doesn't touch you, doesn't have sex with you, just keeps you around as a machine and degrades you."
Now, me personally, I'm going to just keep it 100%. It will never not be the hottest thing ever when a thick female has a dick in their mouth. I will never need anything more than that. And it's just like, wow, bro, look at this human vacuum cleaner.
Makes you feel
Oh, that's so wild to say, bro. That's some wild shit to say, bro.
ugly. Don't wear baggy clothes. Straighten your hair. At least wear eyeliner around the house. Your self-worth.
That's some wild shit to say, bro.
Totally crushed. I hate that people warned me. I didn't listen because I was so manipulated. I hate that I was lied to when another girl who went through worse was trying to come forward.
That's the thing that I can't get over. She said she went through worse. What is worse? It's so worse that an NDA had to be signed.
Went through worse, by the way. Wait
Fucking hell.
till you
bro.
hear the court shit, okay?
Freem
Bro, what the hell? I hate this. Like, normally I could have just used YouTube and say like, guys, I did not go through this by showcasing that I did not go through this. But because like I'm doing the reaction in this format, and no, I'm not using VLC. I have it. Where is it? It's others, right? It should be others. See, I have it, but I won't use it.
was originally going to go public with allegations of abuse against Tectone. This is why Tectone had Pink go nuclear on Freem and accuse her of revenge and file a police report. This would lead to lawsuits involving Freem and Pink. Many of the claims Tectone was making that Pink would parrot were determined to be false, and the case would be settled after the determination in Freem's favor. Now, another settlement outside of this lawsuit.
In Freem's favor. I want you to remember that. It was in Freem's favor.
Yeah, we know. We know. Well aware.
Which means they found what he did to be right, and they settled outside of court. And she signed an NDA. I wish she fucking didn't, but she did it, and I don't know. She did.
That's the thing that I'm worried about, bro. The NDA. It had to be something so that could damage Tectone's career. That's why the NDA was there. The NDA doesn't benefit Freem, period. It doesn't benefit Freem. It benefits Tectone because he can continue his career and spread whatever lies he want. But because he can't disclose what's in the court case, no, there's no way to validate anything. So this is like say for example Tectone situation with Pokey, Mr. Pokey. The time when Tectone decided to say that he's having Mr. Pokey's back by shitting on him and calling him how should we say it was basically calling him Hoyo shell and making fun of him and say that you're how should I say this defending him. Then Mr. Pokey realized that this doesn't really feel like you're having my back, and then Tectone wanted him to delete the video. So if Mr. Pokey delete the video, then it becomes your word versus my word. And because Tectone is so much larger than everybody else, his word is likely what people will believe more. The thing that screwed over Tectone now is that Tectone was the big fish swimming in with the small fishes in the gacha space. Tectone decided to go into the not the pond where the gacha pond we're in right now, but the actual sea itself of content creators. And in that sea, he is no longer the big fish. He's in there with big fishes his size and way, way, way larger fishes. And Tectone doesn't really fare well with punching up, but he always fare better with punching down. It's the same with Saint Tontas. Saint Tontas can't punch up. And people like Gacha Smack call him out, he can't do shit. He only have power over those that are smaller than him.
She didn't want to deal with it. Maybe she just wanted the money to move on because she knew that Tectone was just going to keep harassing her, and his community was. I don't know, but yes, it was an relationship on Tectone, and she signed an NDA, took money, and left.
It happened between Tectone and...
So because of that, Freem did that. Tectone was still on the loose to do this to another girl and continue doing this for the rest of his life. And that's why I'm proud of Pinkchu for standing up for herself. We'll keep going.
That's why I'm worried about the other girl. Like, we all... Two girls are out of danger right now, but we are forgetting that there's a current girlfriend that Tectone has, and we don't know what is probably happening there.
Today, you are going to see me at my worst. Today, I feel like gonna be real, and I'm gonna address this right now because this is not content for me. I mainly just want my mods to hear this because I know a lot of my mods know about this. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. This ain't funny. This ain't cute. I can no longer help someone who is this stupid. I can no longer try to protect someone that is this stupid, who would betray me this much. And guys, I'm gonna keep this vague. I'm gonna keep this vague for a reason, okay? So if you're confused, you're gonna stay confused. I know the person who needs to hear this is gonna hear this, and I mean this genuinely. I did everything for you. I helped you with everything. I fixed everything for you. I was there for you.
Fam. Alright. I can't leak it, but like say, I'm getting sent a lot of shit. That's all I can say. And let's just say the protective order is not something that recently come up, but it was up for a while, a good while. If it was first a restraining order, then it became a protective order because of this guy being seen as a potential threat to harm her. And I'm talking Pinkchu, the recent case of Pinkchu. That's all I have to say.
You like nobody else was there for you in your whole life. Your words, not mine. The fact that you're letting these people get into your ear, people, the same people who are talking behind my back illegally, by the way, the same people who placed me under an NDA where I cannot talk about them. I know
I really don't feel that it was Reen that asked for the NDA. Maybe there's a possibility because she don't want it being talked about, but the NDA benefits Tectone way much more because it Tectone is the one that has an online reputation that he needs to maintain.
Oh, they're talking to you right now behind the scenes, and they're getting you to believe in bull, letting them get in your head and make you imagine problems
Imagine it's Mr. Pokey.
that never happened.
This is such an insane explanation. His ex-wife manipulated her to create all of the things Pink talked about. Does that sound logical?
And it's insane how these things that have happened in your own mind, you are
And again, I mentioned it at the time, like the way she's spratting out about the situation, it sounds genuine. Like it would be like if you're just recovering from something, and then all of a sudden you start remembering the horrible shit somebody bring you through, and then you just have to post it online to vent about it.
now coming at me, and this just isn't cute. So I am going to leave it at this. My lawyer is going to be contacting your lawyer. This
Not your lawyer. My lawyers, my 5 lawyers, is gonna be contacting your one lawyer. The one lawyer that Tectone gave her.
same lawyer that I helped you get because you were scared. I'm not fucking around.
He got
How do I know this? Because I was there for that.
her the lawyer.
With this
Yeah, Pink was scared of a woman that she self-admittedly had never even met or spoken to. Obviously, everything that she knew was coming from Tectone.
Yep.
Let's just look at a portion of the lawsuit Pink filed against Freem, and you tell me. On August 18th, 2022, Tectone hosted a live stream where he went on a real-life adventure visiting several anime shops and attending an elaborate and expensive sushi dinner. On the same day, Freem was extremely jealous of Tectone's adventure and was pouting in her office. Noticing Freem, Kurzum suggested they go out on their own adventure. Freem was excited by the prospect of going on a date with her crush, Kurzum, and agreed. Freem decided to impress Kurzum and put on her hottest outfit, a 2002 era Kim Possible look with turtleneck and cargo pants.
Why the fuck is that known, bro? What the fuck is wrong with Tectone? Bro, that's the only way that they would know that is if Tectone told her those exact things. Because it's not like
We already know from the previous video where Misfit shake Pink through his hand that Tectone is hella jealous. And you remember things.
Pink Chew was around back then. The only one that was in the house was Tectone.
She also made sure that her hair and makeup were perfect. Spance mentioned that Tectone was intimidating because Tectone was larger and louder than Spance, which was extremely rare. Unprovoked, Freem responded that Spance shouldn't be intimidated by Tectone because he has a micro.
Oh my god. After seeing it many times, it's still very funny.
I'm gonna let you know something, chat. There are some signs today that show he has a mic. I didn't know this was gonna be said. You will hear some signs of him having a micro. Tectone has a micro. Keep in mind, this is not someone saying this behind their backs. This is not someone saying something publicly to piss them off. This is legal documentation that she is willing to say under oath, or at least the lawyer talk, of Tectone. Unprovoked, Freem responded that Spash shouldn't be intimidated by Tectone because he has a micro. Isn't that crazy?
How do you not crack up in court after hearing that?
Like, that is in documents.
I just find it rich that after getting Pink involved in this, letting her pursue revenge charges.
What was that image, bro? What the hell? Look.
The lawyer talk of Tectone. Unprovoked, Freem responded that Spash shouldn't be intimidated by Tectone because he has a micro. Isn't that crazy? Like, that is in documents.
I just
Why did you use that image, Sam? This is why Tectone hates you, man.
find it rich that after getting Pink involved in this, letting her pursue revenge charges, then attempting to sue Freem based on Tectone's testimony of events, that he takes absolutely no responsibility for any of this whatsoever.
Yep, microtone. Actual mic. And keep in mind, like I said, that's not someone going around whispering that in someone's ear. That is his ex-wife saying that he has a micro on court documents.
Makes me question
And you will hear more on him having a micro.
just how culpable Tectone was after all the drastic measures Pink took against Freem, that they are now on good terms.
If you want to do this, then let's do this. But I can't sit here and hear your dumb schizo out, which I thought you were medicated for. I guess not. Schizo the out repeatedly.
It's still crazy to listen to.
Repeatedly.
My ex-wife and ex-girlfriend are crazy, and he says schizo out. You will hear more about this shit and realize what lies and how he deflects everything he says onto these girls.
Like, bro, I'm worried because there's 60 minutes left and you have not went through the script and you continue to react. So this is how you know that I'm not sure. I've not watched this video because I got this video because I thought it was going over the transcript. I hope he goes over.
So enjoy. My lawyer will be contacting your lawyer, and we're gonna shut this down right now because this
is bullying. This is basically trying to stop her from talking about it, getting her feared that she's gonna have to go to court. Like, you see people do this all the time.
It's ridiculous. I tried to be cordial. I tried to be nice. I tried to be happy. I tried to help you. And that's the way that you're going to repay me? Great.
The next day, Tectone would post a response on Twitter as well, giving Pink 2 weeks to apologize and retract her statements, or he will
basically trying to bully her to stop talking about it.
Pursue legal alternatives. He also proclaims that he was a victim of assault as well, which...
This is why I said at the time that, I feel like she has things on him that he may not be aware of. And you know what happened? He lost the court case. He lost all of the court cases.
Which is not a good response to SA allegations. I'd be the abusive rape if I'm the
You triggered my card!
Next day, Kitnetic on Twitter makes this post, which I find pretty interesting. Quote, "It's pretty damning that two women I was very close to told me the exact same story about the same man without ever having spoken to one another."
I heard the same thing from Freem.
Pressure would mount until Tectone decided to go live on the 24th and make the single worst response to allegations I have ever seen in my time online.
We're going to talk about everything. However, in regards to a specific situation, I am only going to give you the tip of the iceberg.
Tectone resigning from OTK.
Because the rest, I am going to hold until I need to say it.
Now would probably be a good time to talk about maybe a little bit more than 5% Tectone. Actually provide receipts or talk about the situation.
No, it's just a classic deflection of I'm just going to wait till the lawyers talk for these guys. If they have nothing to hide,
micro tip of the iceberg.
If they have nothing to hide and they have their big audiences to go back on, why don't you just talk about it and show the receipts? Oh, it's because we're just going to wait till the lawyers talk. Yeah, because you're just trying to wait and stall out you possibly can for anyone to care about the story. That's why you wait. That's why you do that.
More in depth, considering your last two girlfriends appear to be calling you a rape.
I want to let you guys know one thing. I am not going to tell you a single lie this entire stream. At least I'm going
to. I doubt that.
I'm going to try not to. And you know what's crazy? Oh, and guys, in case you don't know what the allegations are, let's just get them out of the way. I have been accused by my ex-girlfriend of being...
Right there, I would just walk out of that room and be like, what do you mean you're not going to try to to lie? What?
Being abusive, mentally abusive, and potential. I've been accused of all those things. And before, there's a guy in chat who's saying, again. This isn't an again thing. This is a one-time thing.
It is again.
It's not. Literally, right there proves that in court, it was multiple women accused you of pretty bad fucking and abuse for years. Not just a one-time thing, for years.
Again.
That's a lie.
Liar!
He's a liar.
In my 30 years of being alive,
ooh, that's pretty bad.
On this earth, there are two things that I've never done. I have never cheated. I have...
That's a lie. Like, it's clearly obvious that he was talking with Pinkchu. Meanwhile, he was with Freen and he brought over Pinkchu. So that's a lie.
I've never placed any...
And to bring it even further, he allegedly convinced Pinkchu that she had video footage of her doing something. That means they definitely did it. So that's a big lie. That's a fat lie.
Under an NDA.
That I don't feel like that. So if he mentioned that, that means that either the ex-girlfriend Freen or Pink Chu is talking about that how Tectone is the one that bring her under the NDA. And the reason why I believe that is the case is when it comes down to NDA, it's all on who has more to lose, whose reputation is it going to hurt more. To bring up a case with Dr. Disrespect and Twitch, you can argue that it hurts both Twitch and Dr. Disrespect. But you can see it will mostly hurt Dr. Disrespect because he's a public figure. He has a lot more to lose. So maybe it is for Dr. Disrespect. In the case of Freem and Tectone, Tectone has more to lose if this thing becomes public. So it's more likely that Tectone is the one that brought up the NDA. Given that Tectone is the one that paid her off too, I feel like the NDA was brought up by Tectone. I don't believe it was for free.
Tectone unfortunately forgets to include the on the list of things he's never done. Keck.
I'm going to give you guys 5% of the proof and the evidence that I have in my favor. He doesn't touch you, doesn't have sex with you, and keeps you around as a blood machine and degrades you. First of all, I've never degraded you. I never have, never will. And the other reason is Pink. You understand why I would not have sex with you. As a victim of assault and...
That's not...
You know that's a lie because, you know, after he got the new girlfriend, you know what he say? He can't stop having sex with the new girlfriend. That's what he said. And put that into perspective. So what is it? Is it that you can't have sex or you can have sex? And it's likely pretty obvious that they did have sex when he was in a relationship with Freen because he brought her over. So did he just got BJ from her at that time or something, or did they had or did they went all the way? I don't know.
Myself.
Why do you think he couldn't have chat?
I had trauma when it came to having sex. This is a known fact. I have told you this from day one. I've also said if you can't handle it, it is what it is.
No, I'm pretty sure she can handle a micro penis. Like, what are you talking about? All right, I'm trying not to be toxic.
I don't want to apologize for being...
Isn't this crazy?
Being scared.
So this isn't a big secret, but a context you should probably have is that this was the case for the majority of the 10 years with Freem and 2 with Pink, which corroborates Pink's allegations, the type of physical relationship that was had. Tectone attempts to offer this as an explanation, but it really just illustrates how disordered he is.
Now, I would like everybody to know, over the course of the past 4 months, I have since gotten over that.
Well, that's a bit convenient.
Oh my god. And exactly how did that play out that way, man? You can't make this shit up, bro.
I'm understanding everything.
Conveniently got over that as soon as that finished. Like, wow, how interesting.
Romantic do is crazy.
The demon is a liar.
A liar?
That liar!
So, I would say, talking about things is good.
Tectone addresses Pink's post and provides only
Oh my god, why are you using EDP in this video, man?
a single receipt, which in his mind is going to clear...
I don't know what it is with these content creators and touching kids, man. Jesus Christ. Can we just touch adult girls? There's plenty of adult girls out there. We don't need to be touching kids, man.
the entire debacle up. Must be pretty damning. Let's take a look.
Guilt trips you into giving jobs and says, do your job, you don't pay rent. I took you to a water park, so you owe me. Pink, you implied that I was paying you to suck my... That is not true. You know that's not true. What you would do is, you would go upstairs, you would record your... and then you would beg me to suck my... You say that I would say, do your job, you don't pay rent. This is factually untrue.
He says because he wants people to degrade her.
Here is you paying rent.
And again, I have the utmost respect for all OF content creators. They're doing God's work, and I want them to continue to do work, which providing content for people out there everywhere, saving lives. I saw a recent thing. I don't remember who it is. I think it was what's her name again, man? Sophie something, Sophie Rodriguez or something like that. I don't remember her name, but she does OnlyFans. She's like a pretty OnlyFans girl. She don't do the full hardcore stuff. She makes a lot of money, and she donated a lot of money to a charity that she made off OnlyFans, which I believe is a good move. Which means that these content creators are definitely doing good when it comes down to it. And these gentlemen are willing to spend money in order to fund them, and I'm okay with that.
Rent, not one time, but multiple times. That is you paying rent. And now what you might be
now you know that wasn't rent.
Thinking is,
oh yeah, it wasn't rent, it was him. It was her paying for the bots. It doesn't look good, man.
oh, well, maybe those are just edited screenshots. Well, then if you're not happy with my
See what I've been sitting on for a long time, chat?
word, allow me to show you your own. My trauma with Tectone. I have been Tectone's roommate for a year now, and I can say he is one of the most understanding, kindest persons I have ever met, and contrary to popular belief, I do pay rent, Lamau.
Total Tectone victory.
That doesn't look good now.
He did it. She paid rent.
Yep.
She was lying, right? Only there's one big tech dope issue.
She never said that she never paid rent. She said that Tectone told her that since you don't pay rent, you have to pay me back in these other ways.
Yes.
And then we literally saw a video of him doing exactly
So it's
that.
fucking bullshit.
She never said that she never paid rent. She said that he said she never paid rent.
Is that the garbage has not been taken out in
All
7
this makes
days.
chat realize
It's Pink's
that a lot of
responsibility.
streamers
The reality
are
is that she's in my
mentally
house
ill and
role
need
playing as a
professional help.
goth Hooters order or waitress. And honestly, it's really annoying because the reality is she doesn't pay rent. The reality is she doesn't pay rent.
Nice job, Tectone. You fuck.
So what is it? Did she pay rent? Did she not pay rent?
Fucking
And I know that now that I have shown proof with receipts that I am cleared of all wrongdoing.
All right, let's continue.
Oh my god, bro. He didn't even show anything. He showed nothing besides the fact that he's like, bro, it's crazy.
Biggest photo you see is of Colonel Michael Robertson. He was convicted of 14 accounts of assault.
Wait, 14 accounts of sexual assault. So to address the earlier issue, how do we put that, bro? That's not good. Not good at all. Because he said she's paying rent. She said she paid rent. He admitted that she's not paying rent. Now, which one is it? I think it's obvious that the rent that she was paying was for the bots for Tectone's streams.
14 accounts.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, folks.
Hey, you know they got your mans. They got your mans on so charges. Yeah, you be hanging with. You be hanging with. And he was your mans. He was your boy. You grew up with him.
You're being embroiled.
I saw that video, that full video. Oh my god, bro! I don't remember which. I think I don't remember where I saw that video. Somebody posted the link to that video. I think it was on Tectone's YouTube channel. It was so funny, man.
and abuse and allegations for months. Tectone's
You
own
got your
father turned
man.
out to be possibly the most infamous in U.S. military. His father was such a that they literally had televised C-SPAN Congress hearings in an attempt to stop future assaults by
I heard they have to make up a law in order because of what Tectone dad did, bro. What the, it runs in the family.
using him as the example. Tectone's ex-girlfriend, Pink, would also say on Twitter that wasn't going to say anything, but that guy would not stop talking about how he wanted to have relations with a podcast member, made jokes about women being
Oh, wasn't going to say anything, but that guy would not stop talking about how he wanted to have relationship with a podcast member, makes jokes about women being raped in Vietnam, and made me extremely uncomfortable. I tried to say something and I was told it wasn't a big deal. No. Holy sh... Is this Emerald? I think it's Emerald. Damn. Made jokes about women being raped in Vietnam. So I've heard things about how in the war they used to be raping and women they will capture from the raids. It turns out it is true. Oh my god, bro. So this is Tectone's father. She's talking about Tectone's father. Wouldn't stop talking about how he wanted to have relationship with a podcast member, so it had to be Emerald. So that means it's not only Tectone that, but also Tectone's dad that wanted to get with Emerald. That is...
I'm going to tell you a story right now that I've had in my back pocket for a year. And I want you guys to hear it. This is alleged because I didn't hear it from the main source. I heard it from someone very close to the main source. After me and Emmy broke up, Tectone one time went to Emmy's house when her parents were there. And allegedly, Tectone went to her parents' house, sat down while she wasn't there, and told them that he thinks that he would be a great boyfriend for her and that he should date her. When Emmy came home, her parents thought that she was dating Tectone. I heard this. Allegedly. We talked about it all the time, that Tectone was in love with Emmy. It was weird. He was always obsessed with her. He would always talk about her in weird ways. It was fucking annoying. We also knew that he hated me because of it. It was so fucking obvious to anyone that has one fucking IQ that Tectone was jealous that I was dating Emmy. That guy would not stop talking about how he wanted to have relations with a podcast member. I'm guessing he wanted to fuck Asmon's teeth in. Made jokes about women being in Vietnam and
I don't think it's Asmongold. I think it's Emerald.
Made it me extremely uncomfortable. I tried to say something and was told it wasn't a big deal. Yep, just wait.
Vietnam made me extremely uncomfortable. I tried to say something and was told it wasn't a big deal. He would say the woman who accused him of SA in the military were liars, and I still can't believe he was allowed around other female.
I always say it, like, when there's multiple sources saying the exact same, apart from the gotcha police, those are organized crimes against gotcha content creators. Those guys are organized crimes. But when you have multiple sources that are not really that related, that are saying the exact same thing about one person, something is true in that situation.
Content creators.
So Pink Chu says that Tectone knew the entire time and that the women who accused him of the military were liars. So Pink Chu thinks and says that he said it knew the entire time.
Including me. The truth always comes to light, and I hope those women know they did the right thing. I consider Tectone a liar and a manipulator of his audience, spinning stories to attempt to escape the smallest of controversies such as cheating, to the more extreme lying in the case of his response to allegations.
Which we know he cheated is basically confirmed at this point.
Against Pink, and how he spun the rent situation. I began making this video over the
and now the rent situation is basically her paying for the bots, and any signs that there's rent coming in from her is Tectone giving her money to pay for the bots, and then Tectone even admitted that she doesn't pay rent, and then it ties in together with what he said about her, that suck me off because you don't pay rent, you owe me. All makes sense.
Of his father's infamous rape coupled with his own allegations, and came away with revelations of his ex-wife alleging abuse that led to false police reports, lies, and lawsuits in response to this abuse potentially becoming public. This, coupled with the ex-girlfriend's abuse allegations, are a catastrophic combination for Tectone. It is the consistent lying and content of character of the parties involved which should lead people to look at the story again with all the events and timeline in front of you to consider. That being said, cheers, everyone.
This video is great because it shows the reality of who Tectone is before I even go public with the things that I have right now. And by the way, this is not everything. I'm going to let you guys know what I have was written down. I wasn't there, so don't.
Thank God. You have 6 minutes to go into
Don't
it.
say this is from me. This is not from me. This is from Axion. I sent Axion there, and Axion went and wrote down notes for 7 hours and wrote.
We're in the good part. Like, I am thankful for you. You know, you are on the channel that told me that I didn't need to watch the first episode. All I need to watch is the second episode, and I'll get the gist of it. And which made me reacting to this first episode a little bit more genuine because I didn't see it. And with the new context going back into that video, everything makes a lot more sense now. Which is, you have 6 minutes to go into the notes that you have.
Things down and tell me.
Let's
so
go.
when I'm going over this, I want to let you guys know.
Let's read. Why would you tell her you can talk about your experience, but my client X experience when she doesn't name you? Tectone. Well, one, because it didn't happen, and two, because everybody knew blank. All right, so this is probably the judge. And you can tell me this if you ever made her write words to her bank. Tectone said yes. Okay, and how many times did you record her? A lot. You tell me if he. I don't know what this is. He says yes. How many times you record her? So you would write words to her to make her talk, probably pop back to her ex or online. Wait, all right, so let's read the one that's absolutely eligible. So yes, a lot. And how many times did you tell what? And how many times did you tell you no, I don't want to be recorded? I'm guessing that is like, and how many times did she tell you no, I don't want to be recorded? Tectone says never. So that means there were recordings of it. So she's right. How many times did you actually agree to be recorded? Every time she'd hold the camera. And tell me this. You made a reference and hope it's interesting. I hope this is interesting. About she tried to have a conversation with you about non-consensual versus consensual, and it made you uncomfortable, so you didn't want to discuss it. Also, she said, I'm guessing also she said she would be okay with consensual versus non-sexual because she was bored. And what? Because she was so bored and didn't want to have. So we're talking about the back door there, which obviously that would be the option for Tectone given the size.
That this is Pink's lawyer who is speaking, and this is Tectone. Okay? Get Axion in a call. Sure. Yo, what up, bro?
What up?
All right. Let's go through this, okay? I wrote this all down last night, and I can tell you what was said. Okay? Axion was the one in court. All right? Keep in mind, Pink's lawyer was one lawyer versus 5 people. She said, why would you tell her you can talk about your experiences, which is stuff, but my...
Oh, why would you tell her... But my clients, you cannot talk about her experiences when she doesn't name you.
My client cannot talk. Why would you tell her you can talk about your experiences, which Tectone would constantly talk about everything on stream, but my client cannot talk about her experiences when she doesn't name you? This refers to the tweet where Pink Juice says how terrible he was and how he would grab her head and force her to suck his. Tectone said, well, one, because it didn't happen, and two, because everybody knew what she was talking was about me.
Yeah.
All right. And can you tell me this, if you ever make her write words on her face?
Ooh, that was that. Oh my God. Probably you write SLUT, and I'm confident that he write SLUT on her face.
Yes. And how many times did you record her? A lot.
Get back.
And how many times did you tell her, no, I don't want to be recorded? Never. How many times did you actually agree to be recorded? Every time she'd hold the camera. And tell me this, you made a reference, I hope this is interesting, about how she tried to have a conversation with you about non-consensual versus consensual, and it made you uncomfortable, so you didn't want to discuss it. Oh, she said she would be okay with consensual, non-consensual because she was bored and didn't want to have.
That's a mistake. He didn't want to have.
Oh, he didn't want to have. Why do you think he didn't want to have? All right, and.
Well, I already explained it why. Like, it's pretty obvious. If you have a smaller tool, of course you're gonna want to use a smaller hole. Oh my God. Of course you're gonna want to use a smaller hole if you have a smaller tool. I mean, he's probably using the smaller hole on the new girl right now.
What did you have her write on her forehead? I have never had her write.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Like, the fact that he literally went for SU. And you see that I said it? The fact that he literally went for that word to begin with, it's like, let me tell you how you know somebody is guilty. If you say something and immediately that person brings up what he's not accused of, immediately bring up slut. So you know it's like that.
But I did have her write here with an arrow pointing down. And did you tell that she would you would have a.
And did you tell that you would have the normal sex with her if she did this and have a normal relationship? No, never. That was just dressing up.
Her if she did this and have a normal relationship. Never. No, that was just dressing up. So basically she wanted to have a normal relationship with, and he would tell her, if you keep doing this, then one day we will finally have. So they never.
So only only backdoor with Tectone, huh? Like, when they put two and two together, it makes sense. Completely understand that. Completely understand that.
Never had. He would just use her as a quote machine. Why wouldn't he want to have and force her to just give him? Why would you not want to have her? She's an attractive girl. Why?
Yeah, because he feels like, I think he feels like he just can't measure up to the task at hand. So, he tried to avoid that task as much as possible because that, it's just not big enough.
Would you just want only? That's a degrading thing to do to a woman. Is that correct? Oh, she would frequently cosplay herself. Oh, so she would frequently degrade herself. How does an outfit the same as writing derogatory statements on someone's face make sense and come here. I guess I didn't really see it as degrading, and it was also kind of her idea to make this things go on in the bedroom. So isn't that maybe the problem, Mr. Robertson, that she views what you did as non-consensual and you just don't see it that way? I think if I was ever informed a single time that was wrong, I would immediately say, well then let's not do it, to be completely honest. Just wait, chat. Okay, but that's not true. You actually would sit her down with a whiteboard and go over everything to convince her that she was wrong. I'm feeling...
Oh my god. No. Now that what I saw this meme on Twitter. That's what this meme is about. That makes so much. Let me show you something. I don't remember who I saw it from, but I'm pretty sure I can see it. I'm pretty sure it come up. Okay. So let me get this straight. You're someone who's taught himself as a professional lawyer, and during his live stream, you defend Tectone on a case with literal proof he lost the case, dox the victim, whatever. Okay, so this is regarding to, I don't want to cover it, but that is a streamer content. This guy that's claimed that he's a lawyer is a lawyer, and he docs Pink Chu and went to bat to defend Tectone when he obviously has lost the case. Like, the case isn't out yet publicly. I won't say anything about it because of legal terms, but like, it when it comes out, we show it. This is the meme. So this is where this meme is coming from. Oh my god, it makes sense now. It all makes sense, bro. It all makes sense.
See how this two connect, but I don't understand what you, in regard, we've talked about with the whiteboard, and you would sit down with her at the whiteboard, and whatever position she was taking, you were all disagreeing on, correct? If we were having an argument.
Like, we saw this alive with Tectone and Hexjuice. Hexjuice was talking about that, you know, there's such a thing called first impression of a game, and Tectone is saying, oh, you know, but you're wrong, because like you should play the game fully first before you can make a decision. I just think you're just being wrong. Like, he would gaslight people into making them believe that they're wrong, and that's a weak mind mentality. You have to be stronger than that. I think these people just don't go through debate classes or anything like that. Like, yo, stand your ground and stand your belief, and anybody who stand their ground and stand their belief and don't agree with Tectone, after a while they get booted. Look at it. It happened with MTash, it happened with Mr. Pokey, it happened with EO, like there and plenty others that it happened with. Like, you are my friend until you don't agree with me.
And not seeing eye to eye, and we weren't seeing eye to eye. Visual aid really helped her, as well as to me.
That is wild.
This dude would pull out a whiteboard to explain why she is wrong about consensual, non-consensual.
You know what that whiteboard is equivalent to? Like pulling up the notepad.
Are you kidding me? He would have to bring out a whiteboard and say, oh, the reason why is because she doesn't understand it. So
you know what the funny part is? I'm pretty sure I saw that whiteboard on stream one time. I'm pretty sure I saw that whiteboard.
So I have to visually show her and explain it. So we would have a conversation of non-consensual, consensual on a fucking whiteboard. And he admits it. This is him talking. You know what coercive control is, right? Yes. And you told her that she has memory problems, right? I believe we had discussions on her memory not being as sharp as it is. I'm sure we've had conversations about memory. And because you believe that her memory recollection, because of what she's saying now, is false and incorrect. Do I believe her current memory is incorrect? Yes. Is that what you're saying? So he would literally tell this girl that she has memory problems. And that's the issue. He has memory problems, and would sit her down with a whiteboard trying to tell her that she is wrong when it comes to consensual, non-consensual. You want to know why? Because he would grab her face and have her suck his. You want to know why he wasn't having sex with her? Because he's a fucking micro. So in conclusion,
well, technically he was having backdoor adventures. It's just that he wasn't having the good old Jesus Christ put the round peg in the round hole kind of mentality. He was just using the back door all the time, and he was telling her that she had to suck him in order for him to one day finally, if you suck enough and you get enough points, he will use the actual correct door. You know, that's some high level of insecurity, man. Not gonna lie. I thank God that I was not cursed like that. I think maybe his curse is due to his father and what his father did in the military. So by that definition, he got cursed with a small macro package. That's unfortunate. It is what it is.
Conclusion. After 7 hours of things, and we were going to go over the transcripts, by the way, on Monday or Tuesday, whenever we can grab them, the judge claimed that they found sufficient evidence to think that he did commit. So normally it would stop there, right? That would be the end of it. Civil court, maybe he has to pay the legal fees, call it a day. No. It was so bad that the judge made him delete all video and evidence and every picture he had of things that he took when she didn't want it, of times that he grabbed her and forced her to suck his and times that he made her do things she didn't want to do, and times that she didn't want to be recorded. The judge said, delete everything about Pink Chew on your phone or I'm going to try you for criminal charges. That he is ordered to remove and delete and get rid of all pictures and videos without her permission, and even with or he will face criminal charges. He is forced to pay her attorney fees, around $50,000. The protective order is for 10 years, chat. I don't think a lot of you understand how crazy it is to get a protective order. That means that when Tectone goes on planes, he has to do something.
You know what? When I have a conversation with let me show you something. This, because it should come up. It's on Samuels. Let's go into Samuels for a little bit. Let's go here. Now, I don't know why this is up. This is about freeing. This is about that. I don't want to go to the DMs. But okay, so I had the opportunity to talk with this guy, right? He says he's not tectone. I have to take his word for it, right? How should I put this? ADHD is a terrible thing. Like, I completely forgot where I was going with this. Let me go back to the video and see if I can remember. Now, what were we talking about? ADHD is a terrible thing, man.
The protective order is for 10 years, chat.
Okay, now I remember. So when I was talking with this guy told me that the protective order is very common in Texas and is very easy to get. Now, I didn't fact check it. I didn't fact check it at the time. I just take his word for it. So I want to see how difficult it is to do that. This is why I'm not. To get a protective order in Texas is designed to be access for victims of violence and temporary ex parte orders available quickly. Often within 28 to 48 hours if there is an immediate threat, while permanent orders require a court hearing. The process involves filing an application detailing abuse, which is easier if backed by the police report or evidence. So, key requirements: grounds must show family violence, sexual assault, stalking, or trafficking occurred. So we definitely know that sexual assault was basically confirmed in that case in order for the protective order to come true. Applicant filed in district or county court, which is also filed in the district. often with help from a district attorney or victim's advocate, which was a lawyer that Tectone gave her. Emergency order ex parte. A judge can sign this immediately to offer protection for up to 20 days without the abuser present if they're no, this is important. Now the case isn't out yet, but let's just say before this protective order was given, how should I put this? There was a temporary protective order put on Tectone before that, and a restraining order. So let that be clear. It will come out when the files come out fully. A formal hearing is required. Don't ask me how I know that. A formal hearing is required to secure a long-term order up to 2 years or more, and you get 10 years. So 2 years is the norm. 10 years is ridiculous. Evidence. Documentations like photos, texts, emails, and police reports is critical for success. So we can confirm that likely photos were shown, videos, texts, emails, and probably police records were shown. While an attorney is not strictly necessary, they can be highly beneficial, especially if the respondent contests the order, which Tectone lightly protests against this. Free assistance is available through the Texas Advocacy Project. So I don't think it's easy. A protective order is a civil order, court order that requires a court case. The thing that I want to look at again is like does because he was telling me that yes, in Texas you can skip a standard restraining order and go straight to protective order, particularly in case involving family violence, sexual assault, and stalking or trafficking. Because protective orders are criminally enforced by police, they are the appropriate legal tool for immediate safety, while restraining orders are generally used for a civil dispute like divorce. So no, you can get a restraining order in Texas and it's okay. It's only when it's a sexual assault case that it will just go straight to protective order. Also, so this doesn't bode well for Tectone, period. So it's definitely confirmed that it was a sexual case, because he told me that, and by he I mean this guy. I don't believe it's Tectone. This guy told me that how the case that they were filing for was not a sexual assault case, when in fact that was a lie. Like, it was for sexual assault. Like, the case for defamation happened like in last year, based on what I saw.
I don't think a lot of you understand how crazy it is to get a protective order. That means that when Tectone goes on planes, he has to do something. That it's going to follow Tectone for the next 10 years of his life. It is serious shit. And he can't own guns. He can't own any type of weapon in his house. They're all going to get seized. He can't have any of it. He can't talk about her, or any time can talk about her on stream. He can't own guns and ammunition. He must stay at least 200 yards away from her. And if they happen to be in the same place at the same time by accident, he must leave immediately. He cannot contact her, talk about her, or have other people talk about her. I would like to thank all of you for coming to my small...
That may be what can implicate this guy, because Tectone can't make other people talk about her. And this guy went into Tectone's chat, Tectone's Discord, and talked about her. Everything was deleted, like it was all resolved. Make me know like when I should post this video. It is it is what it is, man. Anyways, what are your guys' thoughts on this? Like, he didn't release too much. He just released the basics of it. Let's just say I have information. I have information that how do I have these kind of information? I don't know, but I have information that these big Twitch people don't have. And when it's finally out, is when I'll finally start talking about it. But like in the meantime, I will be reviewing it in full to figure out what the hell happened in that case and how disgusting it is. But let's just say it does not look good. The only thing I can confirm with you guys is that, yeah, the case that Tectone had recently was about sexual assault, protective order, and he lost that case. He lost the case. Like, it started way back when, from last year. I don't remember the exact date, but it was in the later half of last year is when the case started. It didn't started right now, right then. It was way back when, because it initially started as a defamation claim, because Tectone was the one that initiated this attack. We will cover it in full. I'll try to, or I'll give like snippets of it and my experience of it when the time comes. But you know what? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like, I don't think Tectone is going to jail like that. But it is what it is.